Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is in the Gladiators of the Cage welterweight division. Calling for 3 2-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 170 pounds. He stands 6'1". He's 23 years of age with a record of 5-2. He fights out of Modern Vision MMA from Fonthill, Ontario, Canada. Welcome, Kevin "Slippery" Johnston. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 170 pounds. He stands 5'10". His record, 2 wins, no losses. He's 21 years old, from Flint Island Warrior MMA of the Tonawanda Indian Reservation out of New York. From Arcade, New York, Corey the Super Saiyan Vail. Your referee, Chip Snyder.
Sir, you ready? Sir, you ready?
Chip Snyder.
Come on, let's bang!
Familiarizing the fighters and a good show of respect with the glove touch here. They are off.
Vail wasting no time. And Slippery Johnston got a hold of him real quick. He's going for a choke. Vail picks him up and slams him. Johnston still got a hold of his head. Good exchange.
Time!
Vail fixing his shin guard. That is a downfall to having to wear shin guards in the Tier 2 of Pennsylvania Amateur MMA.
Yeah, I know a lot of fighters really struggle with that. I believe I saw Vail on a smaller show that I attended. Oh, good move by Vail, pushing the pace, working that right hand.
Wow, Corey Vail really is headhunting right now in the first round, hoping to get that quick finish.
Vail with a good takedown. Johnston just wants to go right to guard, look high for a submission, and Vail slips right away. Johnston gets right up.
As frustrating as it can be, I do know where Kevin Johnston's coming from right now. It is nothing more frustrating than being taken down or having a takedown occur, and then your opponent standing right back up, leaving you to scoot off of your butt.
Yeah, and you know, really, Grant, I asked the question. He got that big takedown and really didn't do anything with it. He got right back up. He let him back up. So it's interesting to see how the judges will score that. Oh, look, is he... Slippery Johnston looking for a flying arm lock there, but it really to no avail.
Let's go.
It looks like Vail doesn't really want he doesn't want to have much to do with the ground right now, Johnston.
Here, in my opinion, is a philosophical debate, Charlie. We have Kevin Johnston, who obviously wants to be on his back and try to work his guard on Corey Vail. Will he be able to do so? Probably not, with the way that the MMA rules are set up, with the referee standing fighters up. I personally believe that it should be a fighter's his responsibility to follow his opponent to the ground and finish the fight as he needs to.
Well, Johnston's got to jump on stuff like that. When a fighter makes a mistake or slips, he's got to jump on top of them. Those shin guards are really messing with Vail. The last time I saw him in Ohio, he didn't have to have those shin guards on. And he keeps going for that Superman punch to match his trunks there.
Corey Vail has been feeding some very nice 3 pieces to Kevin Johnston this round.
Yep, can he finish with this takedown before the round ends? No, it's not going to get it this time.
Very close round. I don't know if I'd be the one to want to score that one if I were a judge.
Yeah, it's really hard to say. Corey kind of pressed the feet a little bit on the, pressed the action on the feet. When he did get the takedown, he didn't really get to do much with it. He didn't want anything to do with Slippery Johnston's ground game.
Absolutely. Very frustrating, I can imagine, for Johnston. Just wanting to get a hold of Corey Vail, just wanting to have him in his guard and see if he can do the work necessary to finish the fight.
Yeah. Interesting. What are you telling your corners right now? That's the question I'm wondering.
Boy, oh boy, I would have to say, if I was Kevin Johnston's cornerman, I would say you cannot pull guard the way you're looking to. You need to duck underneath a punch and get that takedown. Our instant replay.
I believe this is the Superman punch coming by the man with the Superman trunks on, and he connects, pushes him back. Beautiful shot by Vail.
Get over there, young man. Get over there, please. Okay, round 2, you ready? You ready? Come on, let's fight.
Round 2, Kevin Johnston v. Corey Vail. Corey Vail in the Superman trunks with the blue tape on his gloves. Johnston with the red tape.
Oh, it looks like he caught Vail. Now he's going right to that neck. He wants that choke really, really bad on Vail.
Corey Vail was not respecting the hands of Kevin Johnston, and he fed him a nice shot.
Johnston is really going for that neck of Vail. Vail has to be careful here. Good job of getting his head out. I have a feeling Vail's going to want to get right back to his feet and get away from this.
Important of note that in the amateur MMA in Pennsylvania State, they are not allowed to do any twisting leg locks, but Kevin Johnston has every right now to do a straight leg lock like a knee bar or an Achilles lock.
And that's exactly what it seems like he's looking for. Vail's just trying to hold on here. I don't think Vail wants anything to do with this submission game by the looks of it. He's not attacking Johnston's leg.
Johnston will have a difficult time getting an effect out of this move until he can get Vail to the ground.
Well, yeah.
And he's out. Corey Vail, knee to the body of a grounded Johnston. Beautiful technique.
Good job of Johnston trying to roll through Vail. A better job by holding him and keeping him in position. Vail's got to be careful with that left leg. It's between Johnston's leg. Johnston can still roll through and go for a knee bar here.
And I don't doubt that's something that Johnston would go for.
And there, well, good job. He rolled the other way, but he could have went for the knee bar there.
Corey Vail managed to get off a few knees to the hip of Johnston. I can tell you from experience, that is not going to feel good tomorrow.
Oh, right to the floating rib of Johnston. Johnston needs to get off his back now. There's no doubt about that. It's pretty obvious. Vail's just content to sit there and hammer on both sides, now taking some shots to the liver.
Kevin Johnston is dangerously close to having a knee bar from the back if he can manage to triangle his legs. Vail is out.
Johnston about ready to, oh, good job of Vail, just manhandled him right back to the ground.
Beautiful reversal. Much better showing by Kevin Johnston here in this second round, but I have to still give the round to Corey Vail.
Yeah, but it looked like Vail expended a lot of energy in that round. Once again, though, that was only 4 minutes of energy. Can he tough it out 2 more minutes and maybe keep the pace of the fight?
It did, and we actually got to see here in the second round, Kevin Johnston feed Corey Vail a shot to the face that caused Vail to drop a bit. Now, I'm not sure if that was a slip or if it was a fluke, but Kevin Johnston does have some power in his hands that he has not showcased yet here tonight.
Yeah, and he has the reach advantage. You know, it's like, you wonder, you know, he's got that 3-inch reach advantage.
This is a beautiful move here on our instant replay. You could see that if once he takes the back, Kevin Johnston has the ability to triangle his legs and knee bar Corey Vail. It'll happen here in a second. Now, I don't think that he had the right position to begin with to pull something like that off, and that led to Vail being able to unleash some really serious ground and pound to those floating ribs and the hip. Oh boy.
Let's go, come on, let's go.
Round 3, Kevin Johnston versus Corey Vail at Gladiators of the Cage, North Shore Rise to Power 6 at Stage AE in the North Shore of Pittsburgh.
Come on, let's finish it.
Interesting to see how this round's going to unfold. Who's going to make the first commitment, Grant?
I've got to say, Kevin Johnston may not have taken that last round. He really needs to try to get a finish out of Corey Vail, or Corey Vail will advance with yet another decision win.
You know, it's interesting watching that fight in the scramble. Ooh, good knee. He's backing Johnston up again.
Heavy hands by Corey Vail with the advance.
I know Johnston's looking for one of those slippery submissions. Rarely do you see leg locks. Oh, good shot.
Wow.
Vail rocked him. Johnston's hurt really bad. Once again, there's no ground and pound, but he's attacking the body. Johnston's got to hold on here.
Dropped by a big right hand from Corey Vail. It's in moments like this, Charlie, I have to wonder about the safety of the no ground and pound rule, because it looks to me like Kevin Johnston just had a flash knockout. That could be a concussion, and yet he is standing back up and fighting through it right now.
Well, you got to keep in mind too, Grant, those gloves are a little bit heavier, not a lot, but a little bit heavier. The state does a really good job of regulating that. Oh, good slam.
Wow.
I thought Johnston was going to go for that guillotine again, but Vail had no part of it.
Corey Vail smells blood, and he is looking for a finish.
Well, I like the fact that Vail's actually staying in here, working the body, where in the first round he didn't allow that to happen. But he's also given the tall, slippery Johnston a chance to do that.
Absolutely. Still needs to be aware of the submission attempts here by Johnston.
Johnston's going for the arm bar. He's actually got that really tight. He may be too close to the cage, though, to get it. Vail needs to step over the head.
Johnston needs to scoop Vail's leg with his left arm and pull that arm
bar. That's tight. That is straight.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and he slipped out. Good move by Vail.
I had thought that there was a tap.
He's down.
Holy cockeye.
I couldn't have put it better, Grant.
Corey Vail.
Wow.
Like paint on a canvas, stuck to Kevin Johnston.
Interesting round there. You know, it's funny, I watched him setting up all those submissions there. Vail realizing a lot of those.
Corey Vail having a very grinding style here in this fight. As we've seen in his last two events, as he is an undefeated fighter, he has won his last two fights via decision. Now I have to wonder if that is a game plan of his. Perhaps his team is encouraging him to go for that sort of a move, or has he just been facing tough enough opponents that he has not been able to pull the finish?
Well, you know what? It seems like every year the competition keeps getting tougher and tougher and tougher. And you know,
a series of right hands in the replay by Corey Vail. Beautiful technique.
Yeah, and this is what you was talking about, the ground and pound. Vail probably could have finished here if he got a few more punches into the head, and he just couldn't do it. And with that being said, you know, the rules kept him from getting hit a couple more times, though.
And it's, as I've said before, it is my personal opinion that had he taken maybe 3 or 4 more punches on the ground and the fight been called off, he may have avoided a little bit more of a head injury than taking a flash knockout like that, standing back up and continuing to bang his way to a decision.
Yeah, that's the great debate, you know, Grant, and that's what the state and the fighters keep going back and forth with. At one point in Pennsylvania, you had to wear full headgear in MMA. That really cramped your style.
I can't even imagine having to defend a rear naked choke using that headgear when you're fighting.
It's a wonder they didn't have the full karate suits, you know, when you're hit to the groin and you can
like
stab.
That. Like Little Giants, like the kid on Little Giants. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that match?
Boy, Corey Vail really did a number to the body of Kevin Johnston during this event.
Yeah. Yeah, he just kept imposing his will, and I think that's what's going to get Corey Vail his 3rd win in a row.
Face this way, please.
Now to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official
The night is
decision.
early, but I'd say thus far we've had our fight of the night. Let's hear it for both fighters. All 3 judges have scored this evening's event at 30-27. For your winner, fighting out of the blue corner,